Oh, I love this place. When you're an artist and you do not necessarily weird work, but like not as obvious work, a lot of times people will ask, like, the number one question is, where do you get your ideas from? And what's your inspiration? And people think they're the same question, and they are totally not the same question. At least for me, they're two very, very different questions. Because, like, where I get my ideas from, well, that's based a lot on, like, life and society, social justice issues, horror movies, you know, weirdo shit like that. But where do I get my inspiration from? That is this. Hiking out on trail, sitting in the woods, just being away and detached and unplugged. And even like, so we're in my backyard right now, the back half of my backyard, and it's definitely rural, but I mean, I have a neighbor there. I have neighbors over there. They have what used to be the old county railroad is now a county-long multi-use trail right behind me, and a farm behind that. So, like, not exactly completely alone and detached, but enough. If I just look forward, put blinders on, I can pretend that I'm alone. And especially like pre-coffee or pre-coffee kicking in, it's nice to just sit back here with a doggo and relax and think but not think, if that makes sense. There's thinking in like dwelling on the minutia of life, or not really the minutia, but the mundane, the stuff that has to get done, the obligations. That's a good word. There's dwelling on the obligations of life. You can probably hear a truck because I am actually on a major state route. There's dwelling on the obligations of life, and then there's like thriving. There's living, and then there's thriving. And sitting back here and pretending I'm alone and listening to the neighbors' wind chimes and to the trucks, but also to the birds, to the dog who is like desperately trying to investigate something at my feet. Hey, Timmy, you say hi? That's thriving to me. And this is where I get my inspiration. I mean, not just specifically my backyard. I like to explore too. Trips on the AT, trips on the Arizona Trail, trips to local waterfalls. That's the inspiration for me. And it's very, very different from where I get my ideas from. So, people give me ideas. Nature inspires me to keep going and keep working.